Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy Fofana is going to have a busy time of it in the middle of the park, Peter. He's going to have to do an awful lot of covering, especially if his wingers are constantly making those forward runs and getting out of position. So he has to fill in for all of that. And based on what I've just said, you know, he's going to be asked to lead the counter press too. It's a good job. His work rate is absolutely top-notch. He's going to need it.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Fofana! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
It's played through for him. Big chance! Goal! Manchester United! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
They have what chance! That's going to go a long way. And he has been fouled there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And that is a little undercooked. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Azar. tries from distance. Rafinha. Liverpool are looking to break at pace. Camavinga. And this is Batistuta. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Always onto this. Brahim Diaz! There's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected.
He's had a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Camavinga. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vardiol. Oh, easy picking. He's gone for goal. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Tonali, very much a player of the moment. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Cleared without complication.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
McAllister. Now it's Mbappe. Matheus Cunha. Vinicius Junior. McAllister. Fofana. Batistuta. To Hazard. That is good alertness. And the first 45 minutes are up. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Back into the middle. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's hit the post! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Hazard. And it's Batistuta. He's in a great position here. And the shot's on here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, that's well spotted. Tonali. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. That is a brilliant interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Looking for options for movement. In towards the back stick.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Fofana. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And he's there to retrieve it. Can he get it through? Now that looks a decent ball. He's through here. He's on it. Can he get away? That is ended up in no man's land. Hakimi promptly onto that, and that is that. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Tonali. Plays a sharp little ball here. There's the shot! It's a goal! And that is goal number 20. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Liverpool get themselves into the lead.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
And he's cut it out. And that has been clubbed away. Kubasi. Matheus Cunha.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Nice looking ball. Great ball if he can get there. And he's heaved it away. Liverpool have got it back and they'll have another go. Look at this. And a chance! It's gone out for a throw-in. Camavinga. Oh, there's a probing ball. Pass somewhat off target. Van Dijk. That's that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Hakimi cuts out the pass. Vinicius Junior is fouled. Vardiol. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mateus. He's picked his way through. Mateus! And it's a goal! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So, a breakthrough already.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Aimed beyond the defence. Danger averted for now. And the pass is intercepted. And they can counter here. The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And he's intervened well there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, can he finish? Sticks it away! Can he get it through? Good take, and is he in? Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Liverpool really could have done without this. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Filippo Inzaghi is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Dani Olmo! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he was alert to it. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. That pass has been well intercepted. Great vision. Vinicius Junior. Goes for a shot! No mistake! A goal at a really telling moment. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Now, can they get him away? Now, this could be a chance. Hakimi. And there is the half-time whistle. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Hello bro, hello, please subscribe to my channel bro. Mirza Serena, hi, I am playing with you. Okay bro. Bro, you are the offline bro. Match is cancelled, I won. You have a bro, you have means please kept one message in the chat. please subscribe to my channel, bro, and give one like. Bell icon on karo, bro. Please keep bell icon in on. If I kept videos or any live streams, you came the notifications. I am turning off mic, bro. You kept the message means I reply the your message and turn on the mic. Okay.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
There's something that's just so wonderfully simple about his game. The running...
Real chance! They've scored! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Forlan. Torres! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Shot a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And we have our very first corner. Big header! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and...
Decent chance! Forlan! Fantastic! A finish of true class! And the comeback is complete! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
India get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That'll be a throw. "30 minutes gone. And that's a nicely shaped ball. And this is Forlan. Forlan takes a shot! No mistake! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Barcelona have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just a
shot at goal! That's another chance! It's there! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Pinches it off him. Pass somewhat off target. Liverpool leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. This looks promising. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's a pretty loose pass. McAllister is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's picked his way through. Neymar.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That is good alertness. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Shapes to shoot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Brahim Diaz actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Liverpool with the corner, they're first. Varane with the clearance. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He is through here. Great chance! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They want to be quick to recover this. And now a sudden chance to counter. And there's the shot! Messi. Posh. Short changes him with that pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. It's Neymar! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
One sweeping move executed with... And there is the half-time whistle. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So it's back to business. That's a little off target. And that is a little undercooked. Can he get it through? And a shot! Sticks it away! And again they hit the front. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Liverpool go into the lead. Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Posh.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Wirtz. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Decent chance! Really well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Liverpool go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Varane did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Neymar. Now this could be a chance. He won't be happy with that one. Neymar. He's having a hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Neymar. Now it's Haaland. And it's Vieira. Oh, well played, well sorted out. McAllister. Rafinha. Nicely weighted ball. And he was quick to react. And it's a corner. Barcelona have their second corner now. And it's going to be another one. Corner number 3 coming up. Neymar plays it short. Oh, that's a fine interception. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Neymar. Haaland! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, easy pickings there. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Liverpool presented with a golden opportunity here. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Liverpool come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Well read, nice interception.
Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is Pep Guardiola, someone who can dictate the tempo, and his appreciation of the game is a step above most.
Yeah, he's a thinking man's footballer, isn't he?
Indeed, and I'm really looking forward to watching him.
Mbappe, nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Tries to play it through, and he's intervened well there. That's a sharp pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. Vardiol.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
And he's opted for the long pass. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Knocks it into space. That looks a good ball through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vinicius Junior. Well read, and the danger is averted. Messi. And that could set him on his way. He's away! Goes down, but nothing given. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He can run onto that. Oh, he's got a Vinicius Junior! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This to make it 1-0. And he's buried it! 1-0! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
He's having a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Beckham standing over it. Oh, he's been caught napping. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. And it's made its way to him. Oh, good take. Chance for a shot! He can get that clear. Now he's got space here. Alexander-Arnold. And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, I don't mind admitting I wasn't expecting that. Still, I'm not complaining about a very good match with a surprising scoreline. Just don't ask me for a prediction, please.
Liverpool have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. Real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Guardiola is there to clear. That's rather hopeful. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Good read, needed to be. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Taken back almost at once. Tries from distance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Great vision. Oh, nicely intercepted. Beckham.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Real pressure penalty, this. A formality. We're level. Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
Portugal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And that's aimed in. Up he goes! Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more.
Chance, surely! Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Messi. Now that looks... And he's let fly! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, okay, credit the good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Beckham with the cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And the number on the board is 3. And time is up. Liverpool pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Liverpool cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. Now, the ball's gone astray. Good ball, good take.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That pass has been well intercepted. Driving on and making good progress. Spread it left. Well, it seems fair to say, Jim, that Diego Forlan is the outstanding player in this lineup.
Yeah, and I think it's incredible how his career has turned out after a difficult start. He's made himself into a great all-round player with vision and creativity in addition to his finishing now.
And a reputation for being lethal, clinical, vital in front of goal is by now very, very richly deserved. He's having a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now, can they get him away? Vinicius Junior. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Threads one in. Vardiol.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He won't be happy with that one. Knocks it into space. And a shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly. And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. 15 minutes till half-time. He's Camavinga! There's a goal! Oh, huge goal! Massive goal! They hit the reset button and we're back where we were. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Liverpool grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. And here's Wirtz. Ball's gone out of play. Oh, that's fabulous. Rice. Raul. Hakimi wins the duel this time. Puyol. Mbappe! And the half-time whistle goes. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Liverpool are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we are already promptly back underway. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Hernandez, looking to play him in. He's shifting through the gears here. Header! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Neymar. Lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he get it through? He's being urged. Mbappe! Mbappe finds himself offside. Hernandez. Nicely intercepted. And it's Camavinga. Looking for options for movement. That's a fine interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent.
Oh, what has happened here? And that has been clubbed away. This looks sharp. He's in a great... Goes for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the pass is intercepted. Plays a sharp little ball here. Real chance here. Chance for a shot! Easy pickings there. Played out wide. Hernandez has it out wide and in space.
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well read, and the danger is averted. The ball has bounced loose now. Well played. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Can he get on the end of this?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Neymar goes sliding in. Out to the right. Nakata. And that's that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out,